What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today, guys, we are back with another Hot Toys figure preview video, and today we are going to be talking about the newly released Batman figure from the movie Batman and Robin, featuring the great George Clooney, who shockingly made a reappearance as the Batman in the Flash movie that was just released a couple of years ago. Now, before I start on this figure preview, I must confess something to you guys. I'm one of the biggest Batman fans you guys will ever meet out there. But I've never seen this movie, and I am so sorry. I fully understand, in my opinion, maybe it's not qualified to talk about the figure right now. But what I can tell you guys is that I do plan on watching the movie, and whenever we do get this figure in person, which should be in about a year or two, I'll make sure to watch the movie thoroughly, so that way I can talk about the figure in its best, to the best of my abilities and capabilities, pretty much. And for now, all that I've seen is clips and images of the Batman figure himself, so that way I can kind of at least get some idea of what he's supposed to look like. So, by the way, this is not a shocking release at all. We had already gotten an announcement that both him and Robin were going to be released, and we finally get the announcement on the same day for both of the characters. Also, being the 85th year anniversary of the Batman, we are getting a lot of Batman figures from different places. So trust me as a fan of the Batman, I'm not going to complain whatsoever. I'm happy with these releases, so very excited to go ahead and take a look at the guys. So let's start looking at the images. By the way, he is up for pre-order with Sideshow Collectibles, and I will include the link as always if you guys want to go ahead and get your own copy of Batman himself. The pricing is at $265, which I'm a little bit surprised by. It's a low price compared to other figures. I would assume because of the lack of accessories, that might be it, or maybe it might have to do with the material that the suit is made out of. So just to kind of clarify something, things that I won't talk about will be the material of the suit, because again, images isn't the same thing as person. Like, for example, taking a look at this image right here on the front, I can't tell what the material is going to be. Is it going to be a rubbery plastic? Is it going to be leather, possibly? What's the material going to be? Those are the things that we're gonna have to figure out once we get the figure in person. Unfortunately, I wouldn't know at the time of me filming this video. Now, from the looks of it, it looks really good. I like how plain and how nice the texture of the suit is. It's pretty much just a plain texture to it, so it looks pretty good. His Batman logo looks exactly as it is in the movie, as well as the cowl, and the cape looks nice as well. So far, the suits themselves look great to me. I don't have any complaints to start off with the suit itself. And again, as I mentioned before, I haven't seen the movie, so I still will consider myself not qualified to fully talk about this figure. But what I can say is that based on images that I've seen from the movie and clips and things like that, I can tell that we do get a pretty nice look to the suit, and I think it's pretty much accurate compared to what we got in the movie. So basically, he's going to come with different accessories, some batarangs, bat bombs, a bat laser, just different gadgets that he's going to come with. And obviously, we'll take a look at those things once we get the figure in person again, which unfortunately will be in a couple of years. He, like almost every single Batman, will have his three lower faces, which we'll take a look at a little bit later on in the video. But right now, what I can say is that I do like the suit itself a lot. The look of it looks great. The cowl, I think, is very accurate. And for example, taking a look at this lower face, honestly, I can see Clooney from this view right here. Thankfully, the cowl itself does have rotating eyeballs, so that's always a good thing. I do wonder how we're gonna get access to those rotating eyeballs. That is a very interesting thing that we'll have to figure out as we go. But yeah, from this look right here, this facial expression, we get three lower faces. It looks like Clooney to me, so I think it is a nice lower face in my personal opinion. We'll take a deeper look into the other two a little bit later on. As I mentioned before, he has different gadgets, so that is a good thing. It's always good to have options whenever it comes to posing the Batman. And the cape itself, it seems to be made out of like a soft type of fabric. As I mentioned before, I don't want to talk too much about the materials for the figure because I just have no idea about it. I'm just trying to go based on the images to kind of give it a guess, but obviously it's not the greatest guess at all. Right here, the suit, again, his abs and all his muscles are really nicely marked on the suit, so it does make you ponder what kind of material are they going to use for the suit, for his gloves, his boots, his cowl. All those things are things that we have to look at, and I'll be honest, I have no idea what to think, because if I'm not mistaken, this is the first ever George Clooney Batman figure we ever get. Please correct me if I'm wrong about that, because I could be, but I don't remember seeing one, and I tried Googling it, and I didn't find one either, so I think this is the first Batman figure we get for George Clooney from Hot Toys, but please let me know in the comments if I'm mistaken about that. So just taking a look at more images. So we also get a display base that's going to be a red background along with the Batman logo or the movie or the logo. The only thing that I don't like about the display base is this extra square at the bottom in color black. I feel like what they could have done is that with the red color, make it a 3D square and then add the nameplate at the bottom. I think that would have been a better display base in my personal opinion. I feel like this black box kind of as an add-on in the bottom isn't really the best of looks in my opinion. The Batman nameplate is the same font as the movie itself, as you guys can see right here at the bottom. It looks exactly the same, so that's good, but I think that they could have improved that on the display base itself. So just more images. It's just him with his gadgets, which again, I still have no idea if they are accurate because I haven't seen the movie, and again, I apologize about that. I promise y'all, when I do get the figure and we do the full unboxing and review, I'll make sure to watch the movie so that I can give the best description of the figure compared to the movie itself. So the rest of the images are just going to be him standing next to Robin, which I will talk about later on today. Also doing a figure preview for the guy as he was also released. So with the 3 lower faces, I can see George Clooney from all 3 of them. Now, I am not sure if this is the best choice that they could have gone for interchangeable lower faces, but for example, making it a comparison to my latest Batman that I've received with lower faces, and that would be Mr. Michael Keaton himself from the 1989 Batman movie. I wasn't satisfied with the lower faces. I think only one, which was like his regular expression, was the only one that I was okay with. The other 2 were weird looks. I don't see that in this one, although it's hard to tell what the expression is. I think it would just pretty much be a typical normal in action type of facial expression. For example, this could be him talking. Same thing over here. This looks more like a serious type of look to it. What I can say is that the skin texture looks amazing, and I can see George Clooney from pretty much every angle with all 3 interchangeable lower faces. So I think they're good, but if you guys don't mind helping me out on here, if you guys think that these lower faces are good for the figure and how they compare to previous Batmans that we've gotten in the past, I would say for now, I don't see anything too bad about it. They look good, but once I see the movie, I might have a different perspective. Maybe they could have added another facial expression, or maybe they're not accurate compared to the movie. Once again, I want to apologize. I haven't seen the full movie in person. I need to do that so that way I can give an honest and objective description of the figure. And then this next image is going to talk about the rotating eyeballs, which again, this pretty much has become a normal thing for Hot Toys, and I'm glad that we're going to get that option here with this Batman. The funny thing is, how are we going to access that? Are we going to have to remove the whole cowl itself? We'll see once we get the figure in person. I would assume it's going to work the same way as the 1989 Batman, as their suits are very, very similar. So just the last image, it's just the figure itself with everything that it comes with. So again, the interchangeable lower faces, all of his accessories, which are gadgets and bombs and batarangs and things like that, the display base, and I think we get a total of 9 hand pieces. So those are things that it comes with. Again, we'll talk about all of those once we get the figure in person, but just know that this is what it comes with. This is just a prototype. We'll see if anything changes for the final result. I didn't find really anything that the figure, could be missing or something that is too off about it. I like the release personally. It looks pretty good to me, and for me, it is a must buy. It's one of those things where I want to complete the whole Batman collection, so this guy is a must. So can I wait to go ahead and get him? He is up for pre-order. As I mentioned before, I will include the link Sideshow, so that way you guys can go ahead and purchase them. Please let me know in the comments what you guys think about this figure individually, and if you guys think this is a good release, and also let me know what are the things that I missed. As I mentioned before, haven't seen the movie, so don't know the full list of details of this specific Batman featuring George Clooney. So if you guys don't mind helping me out on things that I might have missed. As always, guys, want to thank you for supporting the channel. Want to remind you to like, comment, subscribe, and join, so that way you guys can stay tuned in for my next videos, and that way I can do more figure unboxings as well as figure previews and release previews of any kind for Hot Toys. So for now, guys, this is going to be it for this Batman and Robin Batman figure preview. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time.